When you arrive in Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Army Black Knights, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hawkeyes will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You know, the corner route is definitely a timing route because you're pushing straight up the field to make it look like you're running a go, and then you break to the sideline. So quarterback and wide receiver really have to be on the same page with timing.
On the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try the run. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now they're going to throw it.
Ah, you son of a...
Might have let him a little too much.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man,
son of a bitch.
Really affecting the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground.
Ah, your mother.
Get there. stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
The offense lining up for a first down play. The give from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Flips it out in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Going for 6. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Floats it out in space. That completion will take it close to
Boy,
the
Jimmy.
5-yard line. They'll mark it
Boy,
at the
Jimmy,
6.
baby.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Iowa!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though. And I think
Give me a damn break, will ya?
Aggressive moving forward in this game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. They made
Boy, Tony.
Stop, but the sweet
Boy, baby.
catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Just going to keep it after the snap. And the ball squirts.
Come on, Brian.
Defense has it there, going the other way.
Oh, my
And when you're on
God.
defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets then you know you get your hand on it. It's a good chance. It's
You gotta
nice
be
job on
fucking
the defensive
kidding
force
me.
with the assist from
Hey.
1st down for the offense. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
I had me fooled.
Behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a
That boy
loss of
Bubba.
3.
I make a play, baby.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The option look.
Oh, I love it.
At the 35, he's loose. And a
Ooh.
big play there.
Touche, brother.
Executed perfectly.
Touche.
All right, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They'll go to the ground. Running with power.
Yo, can we get him to put the ball in the ground?
He's got 4 down to the 23.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And that's
Will we get a knockout?
A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Never get nothing. Oh, he dropped.
That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Pressure coming. On the run, still looking. He's going to take off.
Damn, MC Light.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
The Hawkeyes are on the move. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Snow. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Get set.
Ah!
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route.
That boy Berkey.
Really good job to pick up a
That boy Berkey, baby.
39-yard line.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout.
Ah,
What
fucker.
a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. Oh, what a cut. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this.
Conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Iowa! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
What we got, Marcos?
So much for the touchback. Here he comes.
Nothing.
That
nothing. You're out at kick return.
Down at the 12-yard line.
You are out at kick return.
Back his arm. He goes back on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit
No!
as you can throughout the rest of this game. But
Why?
you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Why do my dudes just get their fucking shit punched out all the time?
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
First down for this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Snow. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Shakes off the defender. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. He's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams that break.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Snow. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Running back goes in motion. Throwing right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Escapes trouble. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the 2nd half. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's right on target. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down.
Oh, come on. We're in a fucking hard flat.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Guys at the back.
Boy.
You gotta be versatile. I gotta be able to trust you in the pass game, and I gotta be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're gonna catch it, and I can depend on you.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to pass. He slings it deep to the left. And
Boy, Jimmy.
Through his fingers in.
Boy, Jimbo.
A huge game if he could have held on.
These DBs better stay ready because even though they're trailing by a lot in this game, the opponent's not trying to run the ball and bleed the clock. They are still taking shots, so you're going to have to continue to try to make plays back there deep.
And here comes the offense on second down. Let's go. They'll try the right side. At the 45 on his way. The Hawkeyes are marching down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unloads to the right. It's complete. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here we go. He wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Trying play action. Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls fall incomplete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Yo, why ain't my dude's just fucking standing there?
There to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
You got to love that. On
What
defense,
the
one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Hawkeyes will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it.
Yo, why is my dude still tired?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down,
Shit's crazy.
Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Going up top on 1st down.
Really?
Can't find his man.
A fucking screen?
Shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job.
Yo, how am I doing just getting fucking pounded like this?
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Give to the running back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with second and 1. The give to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield.
No!
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You fuck.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that
Boy, Kareem.
Pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Boy, Cherry Bomb.
Expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man. Everybody on an island. Everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Marcos, you are not returning kicks anymore. Any idea why my dude's still tired?
The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's second and 1. Now on the option. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game?
Holding, man.
Let's call that one again.
Come
on, Anthony.
There's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Line gets set, first down. Looking to throw. He's got it down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
He's looking for a man on second down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Snags it over the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score 31
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. On the option. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Army.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much.
Great fucking tool.
Picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Iowa. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They're going to throw it to start the drive.
That was it.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Right on target this time. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And he'll be tackled.
Dude, every time I run over there, I get a fucking holding call.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer.
I mean, the shit's shut down and all that shit, but still. You got a fucking homie on a fucking holding call. Fucking pricks.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout.
Wow, man. Motherfucker can't even run a fucking comeback.
He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior made
Silas.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run the option. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
At the 22. Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. A designed run for the quarterback. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
That boy fast. goodness gracious, when he pulls the ball down, he can go chew up yards so quick, just like a running back. Man, the speed is evident on that QB.
And you know, everybody likes to call him dual threat. I'd say just plain old threat. He is a problem.
Yeah, and you're putting, at a younger age, you're putting your quarterback now.
This dude really gonna walk out of that?
Touchdown, Hawkeye! And the stomping has commenced. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Iowa! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fair catch, called for and made. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Yo, my receivers aren't getting off fucking nothing. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy work.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Offense in a bunch formation. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Touchdown!
Yo, you really just picked a fucking screen.
Coming up with points of their own. An interception return.
How about that play by this defense? Wow. Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking.
That's crazy,
football,
man.
Making the pick and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll kick it off and send
You guys need some more productive bashes.
To try to score again after the pick 6.
What the fuck?
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
That's fucking insane. Wow.
The Cadets Jets have it back as Army goes back on offense.
Got
This one has
Joffrey.
pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Unloads it left and wings it incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Fires downfield.
Holy
And it's
shit.
another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job.
Touchdown, Iowa! And the pummeling has started.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Power football with the run. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
Keep up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better.